Hey, look, everybody, it's Islamic Terror, Heritage Month in Canada, more specifically, Ontario. Did you know that? Yeah, they just kind of did it. October will now officially be recognized as Islamic Heritage Month in Ontario after the legislature unanimously passed an act Thursday. Hashtag Wexit, the Western exit from the rest of Canada. Sounds like a good idea after reading this. It began as an NDP private members bill, and party leader Andrea Horwath says it's an opportunity to celebrate and learn about the history of Islamic culture. Oh, I don't want to know about the history of Islamic culture. I know all I care to know. Horwath says she also hopes it's also a step towards. Whatever. I read that already. Is officially Canadian Islamic History Month has officially recognized federally since 2007. Not in this house. Farheen Khan with the International Development and Relief Foundation joined Horwath at the legislature and says it's important to profile and highlight the positive contributions of Muslims. Muslims, not Islam as an ideology. Muslims. There's a distinction there. I have no problem with Muslims, but it's the ideology of Islam that's the problem, and it is a problem, and it shouldn't be celebrated. The news comes as Mirza Masroor Ahmad, the current and fifth caliph, Do they even understand what a caliph is? That is a leader of an Islamic state. You fucking retards. You have no idea what Islamic culture is, and you're supporting this. The caliphate is basically the Islamic Empire ruling over most of the world. The end times philosophy of Islam is horrid. It's basically a mirror opposite of the book of Revelations in the Bible. Only in their end times, the good guy is the Antichrist that slaughters billions of people. Yeah, not gonna care too much about that religion. He'll deliver a sermon to thousands of attendees representing more than 20 countries and to Muslims worldwide via the global satellite TV network Muslim Television Ahmadiyya. Oh, jeez. From Canada. A Western liberal democracy. Separation of church and state, that kind of stuff. Making me sick. Moving on. From Islamic fascism, we'll move on to progressive fascism. What not to wear? Ontario School Board targets offensive Halloween costumes. No, this is real troubling statism here. This concerns me that you have school boards sending messages to parents of children as to what to dress their kids in for Halloween. None of their fucking business. You can dress up whatever you want. Halloween's supposed to be fun. These poor children, they're just being abused by these people. They're trying to make these children like them, these cynical, humorless assholes. Ugh. An Ontario school board has sent a checklist to parents before Halloween. Does your child's costume represent a stereotype, such as a terrorist or urban ghetto dweller? Kill me now. Does it involve changing the color of their skin? Does it allude to a culture that is not the child's own, such as a kimono? You can't wear a fucking kimono anymore? Fuck off, you assholes. A turban or a feather headdress? Oh, where's that? I gotta dress up as an Indian. Oh, I'm sorry, Native American. Oh, I'm sorry, First Nations. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't fucking care anymore. Does it mock transgender people? What, I can't dress up like a woman? Screw you! It is based on tragic or violent historical moments such as slave or cowboy and Indian. You can't be a cowboy and an Indian anymore? Fuck you! Fuck you, you assholes! How dare you tell people what Halloween costumes they can wear? This fucking pisses me off! Go to hell! If the response is yes, a French language school board district has asked parents and children to reconsider their choice of costume. You know, I'm going out to the freaking store. I'm going to buy myself a freaking Indian costume. Part of a growing movement to fend off any hint of offense in Halloween attire. Middle finger raised. Go fuck yourself, you fucking assholes. I'm freaking mad at this. This is pissing me off. Oh, I'm not. The guidelines emailed to parents late last week by Conceal Scolier Viamonde. Fuck you, you asshole. Hey, go to hell. A publicly funded French school board in central southwestern Ontario comes amid debate of whether costume policing is violating free expression. What do you fucking think? Supporters, however, say that costumes could cross the line to sexism, racism, and appropriating culture. Fuck you. Often from marginalized, I don't fucking care about marginalized people. They're people, they have agency. They're not harmless little waifs or economically disadvantaged communities. Don't fucking care in a disrespectful and offensive way. Don't fucking care. This is a democracy. You don't have the right to not be offended, fucking asshole. In its guidelines titled, Is My Costume Appropriate? The Viamont School District stated that costumes worn to school should be respectful of its diverse student population. You know what I want to see? I want to see a native Indian, American, whatever the fuck they're called, dress up like a white man. That would be freaking hilarious. Let's do it, man. Sometimes even with good intent, I don't care. Or even without fully realizing it, don't fucking care about what you think. People wear costumes that can make others feel upset, insulted, or humiliated. Well then, that's their fucking problem, the board stated. Certain themes are touchy spots for members of our community, and we want to show them kindness. Bet the fuck you're a white person standing up for perceived grievances against, well, I don't know, minorities. Bet you're a fucking white liberal progressive. Claire Francois, a spokeswoman for the board, which oversees schools from Oshawa to Windsor, including Toronto, said the guidelines have generated discussion among parents and students. Oh, you bet they have. They should have. Some of whom did not believe certain costumes could be offensive. No. It's a costume. It's harmless. It's a Halloween costume. It's for fun. This is retarded. That's why this video is called This Retarded Country. We are trying to be really inclusive for everyone, she said. It's important to be respectful each and every day of the year, not just 365 days, and giving our duty of being respectful on. Oh, shut up. Shut the fuck up, you asshole. I can't believe you're running a school board with these not knowing what a democracy is, and you don't have the right to not be offended. Schools generally ask children wearing Halloween costumes not to carry toy or replica weapons. Oh, they shot that down a little while ago, or quite a while ago, didn't they? Can't have fun and have toy weapons anymore. A checklist of what constitutes an offensive Halloween costume is unusual. No shit, Sherlock. Unusual. No, it's downright authoritarian. At the Vancouver School Board, oh God, it's here too. The Aboriginal Education Department sent a memo. Oh, it's Aboriginal. I thought it was First Nations. Whatever, who cares? To principals this month to share with staff on culturally offensive Halloween costumes. The memo said Halloween offers a chance to discuss costume choices with school staff and students, to discuss what cultural appropriation means, and ask staff to respectfully speak with people whose costume choice may be offensive. This is not what Halloween is supposed to be about. Halloween is, well, that's All Hallows Eve. It's about basically it's the devil's night. No, not really. Well, it's, you dress up in costumes to scare the devils, I guess. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. We need to encourage others not to mimic cultural, racial, or ethnic groups, the one-page memo stated. How about if I dress up like a purple guy? Is that going to offend some alien race or something out there? How about if I put on some Spock ears? And is that going to offend the elvish community? Well, hey, there's someone had plastic surgery to look like an elf. Is that going to offend him? I mean, where does this fucking end? I mean, it's ridiculous. It's unnecessary. It's ridiculous, and I won't stand for it. I'm going to continue yelling at these assholes all every time this happens, and they're gonna, they may not hear it. I don't care. It feels better. To quote to quote Dr. Becker from Becker, it just makes me feel better. The Viamon School District's guidelines also address what could be an appropriate costume, which includes animals. Animals? How do the animals feel about that? Don't they have rights too, not to be offended? Fictional and imaginary characters, nailed it, and creative costumes such as a surfing shark or a purple-colored Martian. That's racist to that's Martian face. How dare you? The issue of culturally offensive Halloween costumes has become a widespread topic of discussion. Yeah, only because progressives have made it a topic of discussion. I mean, should we really be listening to them? Microaggressions, cultural appropriation, white privilege, all this bullshit, these postmodernist bullshit coming out of the universities, they're making it up. You do understand this, right? It's just made up. It doesn't come from anywhere. It's just a wedge to attack Western culture. That's all it is. Don't listen to them. In 2012, a photo of Toronto Maple Leaf center Tyler Bozak wearing blackface as part of a Halloween costume caused an uproar. He defended his decision, saying his costume was a tribute to late singer Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson. They're going to use this example? Michael Jackson? He turned white, you idiots! The issue of cult. And Erica Christakis, a Yale University lecturer, resigned 2 years ago after being criticized for saying students should be left to decide how to dress for Halloween. Shocker, huh? She was responded to an email sent by Yale advising students that it would be insensitive and inappropriate to wear Halloween costumes that were offensive to groups of people. Isn't that the one where that bitch yelled at the dean there about it's not about creating an intellectual space, but creating a home here. It's creating a home here. Oh my gosh, that's cringe beyond the pale. I mean, that's what you're using, huh? Okay, well, whatever. Michael Stack, an associate professor in the Department of Educational Studies at the University of British Columbia, said schools have a responsibility to create a safe environment for all students. And Halloween is an opportunity to speak with children about respecting cultures. Kill me. Just kill me now. Oh, geez. Halloween is about having fun and using our imagination. Surely in the 21st century, we can be. Oh, there's the current year. Okay, or current century. We could be more creative than going back and again the same old racist, homophobic, ableist, and sexist storylines that cause much harm. I hate all these stupid, frickin' progressive talking point words. The homophobic, blah 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 blah, retarded. Me programmed to repeat same words over again. Me robot professor. Radine Carter, a spokeswoman for the Winnipeg School Division, it's everywhere, said her board does not send out a letter to parents on cultural appropriate costumes, but students expect students to be diligent. Students today are learning so much in school about living in a diverse society. There may be a reminder about what is an inappropriate costume wear, included with our annual safety messaging. But students know themselves how to be culturally sensitive. Well, I mean, I'm not advocating being an asshole, but I mean, there's certain things that are harmless, like an American Indian costume. I mean, That's like wearing a colonial costume. I mean, it's just so out of date. It doesn't matter. Shouldn't really matter. I mean, am I wrong? Oh, back to no. But Jackie Benish, who has 3 children attending schools in the Viamont district, said that parents unfortunately need regular reminders about what might be appropriate or sensitive in terms of dressing their kids. Or you'll go to the gulag, I guess. Fuck you. When she received the guidelines, she immediately responded over email to express her gratitude to the board. 2 of her children will dress as Superman and a minion for Halloween. That's racist to minions. Her daughter prefers to make her own costumes, she said. Good for her. Don't really care. We live in a diverse community and we need to bring our children up in a sensitive, inclusive way. There are so many costumes out there that won't be hurtful to anybody. So why not pick one of them? Oh, you people are insufferable. No, you don't get to dictate to people what they can and can't wear. If I want to wear a headdress, I'm going to wear a fucking headdress. Because it's not illegal. Because I have a right to express myself. I like native culture. I think it's badass. There's a reason why sports teams have logos and are named after Native American bands or peoples or whatever. It's because they're freaking warriors back. You know, they were freaking scout people back then. They were badass. They were warriors. You know, that's why. I love that's why you dress up. They're badass. It's just I hate these humorless, cynical people that just want to control everything in society. These progressives, these postmodernists. Fuck them. Don't listen to them. They're assholes. Dress up however you want. And that's the end of this.